everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. We're the Garso twins. I'm Carly.
And I'm Britta.
And we would love if you would subscribe. If you don't want to miss an upload, we upload
2 to 3 times a week.
2 to 3 times a week. I know it's been a little less lately, but we are back with a new year and ready to upload. And let us know what you want to see. I know we saw that in like multiple videos recently.
Well, this was a suggestion, so.
This was a suggestion. Yes, we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So today we decided to do a video rounding up all of our favorite YouTubers specifically. We're throwing one Instagram content creator in there because we love her, but mostly we're focusing on the girls that we watch on YouTube. Some of these we've watched for so long, and a few of them are kind of like newer favorites, but you guys requested this video from us, and we always like hearing who our favorite YouTubers watch too, because I feel like then we would like them, and then it's like more channels to subscribe to. And honestly, we didn't want to make this super long, but there's so many people we watch that we didn't put in this. But just know that the list is long and there's so many gems on YouTube.
So we're basically going, since it is so long, we're just going to like brief over their channel.
But then link them all down below.
And link them all down below so you can like dive in deeper, but we don't want to sit here forever. So we're just going to give like a brief synopsis of what their content is about.
Okay, and we're going to leave timestamps down below next to every person's name, so you can easily just navigate that way. Okay, we're going to start with the OGs that we've been watching the longest, because we have our longest relationship with them and it just seems right. So the number one, and I know she gets so much hate, but is Jaclyn Hill. We had never watched a YouTube video until we watched Jaclyn's. Was it like her her extensions? It was either an extensions video or tanning.
I think it might have been her self-tanning video.
Yeah, it was one of her like original videos, and I remember Britta found her on YouTube, and we like didn't even really know what YouTube was. This was seriously like in like 2009 maybe.
Was it that long
Or 2010.
ago?
Maybe 2010, 2011. It was a long time ago, and she like sent it to me and was like, here, I watched this video on how to do this. And I was like, okay. And then we just kept watching her videos. So we've been watching Jaclyn's content for like such a long time.
And she's our age too, so I think that also like makes her more relatable.
Yeah, like we've always related to her on a lot of things. Her newest content is really good.
Yeah, the thing that I think, because we want to keep this brief, so the thing that I think that Jaclyn's really good at when she does it is tutorials. She is really good at doing makeup, and she really explains thoroughly how she's doing her makeup. So I know she said recently in an Instagram story she filmed her first tutorial in a long time, so anxiously awaiting that.
Oh yeah, she did say that.
Yeah, because I think that is her strong suit. She's really good at doing makeup, and she explains it so well.
Yeah.
And then she's also kind of dived into lifestyle, and she does like Amazon favorites now, and then she's on this whole like health journey, so that's been really special to watch that, because obviously like you feel like you know these people, and we've been following her for so long, and like seeing her like in a really bad place is really sad. So I feel like I've cried every single episode of her Jaclyn's journey.
Yeah, like we love her Jaclyn's journey videos and any videos. We watch all her videos. But if you are like looking to watch her now, you would love her tutorials. Like
so like you go back to her older videos and watch those because they're really beneficial and thought out. But yeah, we really like her. We wish her the best. It makes me sad that she gets so much hate.
Yeah, and she went through so much with the like online bullying, which is not okay.
So highly recommend her channel. Okay, and then our other favorite OG YouTuber is Casey Holmes. We've been watching Casey for almost as long as we've been watching Jaclyn. I feel like
almost.
when
like I mean, she's even younger than us. So when she
a year younger.
So yeah, that's true. But I feel like when she started her older videos, she was like so young.
She was really young. Yeah. But yeah, Casey, we just always felt really gravitated towards her personality. She's super bubbly. She's from Georgia. She lives in the South. She's kind of just has like that like Southern vibe, but she's just very like easygoing.
Yeah, like so even keel and so even keel and so like relaxed in a way, like kind of opposite of Jaclyn.
Yeah,
like, Jaclyn can be a little chaotic. Casey's like she just wants to like have a good time, talk about makeup. She never seems stressed, which I'm sure she is, but she never seems like it. Now she has 2 kids and she's married, so like also seeing these people like grow up is really fun.
Yeah, it was. And I remember she bought her first house like on her own when we were like even like 23, and she was even younger, and we were like, wow, this girl like works so hard.
She works so hard. That's one thing we've always talked about, like
she works so hard. Again, never looks stressed out, never really talks about how stressed she is, which we are really bad at that. Like we don't do it on camera, but all day long all we talk about is like how stressed we are, how we have so much going on. And she never complains. She just like, I feel like she just does her thing.
And she does so much. So if you
Yeah.
want to just like respect someone
While watching them like do makeup, like highly recommend Casey.
Yeah, because
she also, if you like drugstore makeup, she's a good one to follow. She talks a lot about drugstore makeup, but she also talks about high end. She also, I feel like, has a really good sense of style, and she mixes in affordable pieces with designer pieces really effortlessly. She has her own boutique, Rosie Days Boutique, which is like an online clothing boutique, and that seems to be doing so well for her. So she talks about those clothes a lot. So she kind of is both style and beauty, and then she also has a vlog channel where she shows like her kids and her husband and them going camping. And we honestly don't even have the same like really taste in makeup as her or skin. Like she has rosacea and oily skin. We have dry skin. We don't have struggle with rosacea. But we watch her because we love her personality. She feels like a friend, and
yeah, we've had a long relationship.
yeah. So you guys will love her if you like our videos. I feel like you'll love her.
Okay, another one is Jen Phelps, and we discovered Jen when she had Budget Beauty Vlog.
Yes.
Back in...
No, that was before YouTube. I swear
it was
discovered
before
her.
she was on YouTube.
No, before we started watching YouTube, because it was like when blogs
That's what
were
I'm saying.
big.
I was gonna say like 2009 again.
Yeah, like 2009, I would say.
Yeah, so we discovered her blog in like 2009, and obviously it is what it sounds like. She would like review drugstore makeup, and it was mostly like reviews, but she would like post pictures, and it was just a really like well-written, easy to understand blog, and she would like somehow always be like top of the game, like something would launch and she would talk about it, like kind of like Talia, but for drugstore makeup.
Well, and a little bit more digestible. They were like shorter blog posts.
And then she like got an Instagram.
Yeah, because this predated Instagram too.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe when did Instagram launch?
Oh, maybe it didn't predate it, but I feel like it wasn't as much of a thing.
Yeah, so then she got an Instagram and would like post her Budget Beauty vlog content on there. Also super helpful.
And
then,
swatches.
Yes. And then she kind of like got a huge following from doing that.
Yes, she got a big Instagram following. I think she's definitely over 100K now.
Yeah, and then she finally went onto YouTube, and we love her. We love her YouTube videos.
Yes.
I feel like that has to be a tough adjustment going from like writing to being on YouTube. And
yeah, I remember her saying that she didn't want to do YouTube for a long time because she's really uncomfortable being on camera. And I don't know if we mentioned her age, but she's in her 40s, so she's, I don't even want to say the word older, but she is older, like in the YouTube space. And so I think she was like a little bit uncomfortable to be older than most people on YouTube. And so it was really brave of her to do that.
Yeah.
And her content, she explains, it's crazy to me. She's like the most helpful person.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is that she actually has like such a good camera presence, and she's actually so good.
But she remembers everything. She'll be trying something and she'll be like, this reminds me of like this L'Oreal lipstick from like 1999.
Or like her dupes videos are so good because they're things that like I feel like I've never heard anyone talk about.
Well, she'll do like foundation dupes, like textures. Her channel's incredible. I love all her videos. My favorite video she does are her Sunday hauls.
Me too.
Which she does every Sunday, where she basically like opens packages with her audience like through the week, and she'll open them up on camera and do like quick swatches, and then she'll ask like, oh, do you guys want to see more in-depth reviews of any of these? Like, let me know down below. And it just feels like you're opening her packages with her on the weekend.
She's like a stay-at-home mom, and she has a son, and so if you want to relate to other moms too, she's like a great one, because I feel like she balances it all really well.
And honestly, I love her personality. She's again like super calm. Seems like she would never get mad, never hurt a fly, like super kind, human. And she works really hard. She does such a good job on her YouTube videos.
I know, she really does. And she posts a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah,
So
she's probably one of like the hardest working. I mean, obviously we don't know these people in person.
I know, we're talking about them all. We're like, these are our friends. We like love them so much.
Really, but I imagine that she works really hard because the way her videos come across, it seems that way. Okay, obviously we have to talk about Kathleen Lights. I used to work for Kathleen. I worked for her like when she started KO Polish, and then after that worked for her on Lights Label and Lights Lacquer, and she is just as amazing in person as she is on camera. We watched her before I worked for her. Before
I
really did.
I started watching her for like a year, and I was like, Freddie, you have to watch this girl. Like, I love her recommendation.
Yeah,
and I didn't even catch on for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know
which is so
why.
funny because Roberta ended up working for her.
Yeah, but then I did catch on and start like watching her videos, and I think when she started like doing her Morphe collabs is when I like really got into her channel, because I would watch to see like the looks that she would do, and her ColourPop collabs.
Yes, but I started watching her back, I swear it was like 2010, maybe 2011.
I don't think she had a channel then.
Oh,
know, maybe, well, then right when she started her channel. I definitely was watching right at the beginning. And then like a year or two into it is when I realized like we had like the same makeup taste. We do. We've always had the same. Do. We do. Yeah, we always had the same makeup taste as her. She has dry skin too, and I feel like if she likes a product, like we will like a product, and that's really, you know, when you're watching people on YouTube, I feel like you want to watch people you trust and their opinion, and so I feel like we talked about Casey, like we love her because of her personality, and same thing with Jaclyn. Like I don't think we have the same taste in makeup. Yeah, but we just love her personality. Yeah, but with Kathleen, like we trust her and love her personality. Yeah. She's very, very funny. She's an Aquarius like us. Yes, she actually has the same sun and rising sign. She's also a Leo rising. Yeah. So very weird to have two of the same. So I always got along with her really well. She's just an incredible human, and she also works really hard on her YouTube videos. I feel like she definitely does more so like beauty focused, but she does a pretty good mix of drugstore and high-end makeup. She is really into like ColourPop. I feel like she reviews a lot of their products and does like thorough swatches and stuff like that. She's just more like, even though we have the same taste, she's way more adventurous with like her looks. Like she'll like do like a kind of like a bolder look, and she does it so effortlessly, and she pretends like, not pretends, but she'll be like, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing, but it always turns out so good. And so like I admire her in that way, because we never like really switch it up or like do like crazy eye makeup, and she's like really good at doing that on her channel. She's really good at doing that, I would say. Yeah, and she loves perfume too, so if you're ever looking for perfume recommendations, definitely check out her channel for that. She does a lot of videos reviewing perfume, and she has like I said, I think she has a really good taste, so I would trust her in that realm too. Okay, next up is Tati. We're kind of going in like order of when we started watching them, how we think we started, like it's hard to remember, you know. So Tati, again, kind of like Jen, when she started, was like an older woman on YouTube, even though now, thank God, there's like a lot of different ages on YouTube, and it's much more like diversified. But I think back when Tati started, it was definitely not like that. And again, like something so great about Tati was that she would always talk about drugstore makeup when she like first started. And when we first started watching, we were like just out of, like we were in college. We had no money. Had no money, had like just moved to California. So all of her and it was when we were getting into makeup, because we did not get into makeup until we were in college. Really. We talked about this before. We didn't know what a Sephora was. We didn't have Sephora where we didn't know. So we needed help. And Tati she still is like this, but especially back when she first started, and all her videos I believe are still on her channel. And the craziest thing is she at one point in time was uploading 5 days a week. So talk for years. Hardworking women. Wow. When I say one point in time, she did it for like, didn't she say like 7 years or something? I know, not 7. Okay, maybe 5. A long time. I don't know. She has so many videos that she had been doing it for at least 4 years, where she was uploading 5 times a week, and they were good quality videos. Like all these people were talking about are better at YouTube than we are. I know, they're like so incredible. I can't get over it. But and she had such a good mix of like, she would like go to the drugstore. Those were like my favorite videos. I wish she still done this and like showed like the new stuff, and like you like shopped with her. And then she also like, she didn't do a lot of tutorials back then, but she did good ones. Like they were always good quality. Very skilled at makeup, similar to Jaclyn. Jaclyn is like a trained makeup artist though. So she has, I feel like, tips and tricks. Where Tati has tips and tricks, but they're more so learned, and I feel like some of them only work for her. But she's really good at explaining. She's really good at explaining teacher. And now I feel like her content is more geared around like product reviews and like reviewing new makeup, but she still to this day does such a good job incorporating drugstore makeup that like I go to her now when I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's like any good new drugstore foundations or like lipsticks, and like she really does a really good job, even though she uses like some high-end stuff, and it never feels forced. I feel like we didn't mention this either, but Jen also uses a lot of drugstore makeup, and I feel like Jen and Tati both like actually love drugstore makeup. Sometimes I feel like YouTubers try to incorporate drugstore to be more like relatable. I'm like, oh, I'm using this makeup that everyone can afford, you know, when like they wouldn't really normally do that if they weren't on YouTube, you know what I mean? And so I feel like, but with Tati and Jen, they actually love drugstore makeup. Next up is Leigh Ann Says. We love Leigh Ann. Again, just another like human that you look at and you're like, she is a good person. Like she is a good person. And the thing I love most about Leigh Ann is her vlogs, actually. She used to have a separate vlog channel, and then she merged her 2 channels to be one. So she has beauty content, and I would say like, again, like I don't have the same taste in makeup for her like through and through. Like some of her recommendations I would trust, but I really watch her because I love her personality and I love her vlogs. She lives in Texas with her husband Grant, and she just had a baby, Lucy. She's so adorable, and Leigh Ann struggled with fertility for a long time, so she did all these vlogs about her fertility treatment, doing IVF, and her husband Grant is a doctor actually. So like that whole series made me so emotional.
I know.
And when she finally got pregnant, I cried. When she had her baby, I cried. And she, again, is just really like bubbly person you like really want.
But just like so genuine. Like one of those people that like doesn't ever pretend, like put on a face for anything.
Yeah.
Like, she's just so like, she is who she is.
Yeah.
And she's so lovely.
So
There's
lovely.
like no other way to describe her. She's just the loveliest.
Lovely. And if you like following people's lives, I feel like she is a good one.
Yeah, her
to follow.
vlogs is like, I feel like what we love her for.
Yeah,
her
and what
vlogging.
most people watch her for. Okay, next up is Emily Noel. So again, we've been watching her for a very long time, and I feel like we kind of, not went in spurts, but like we watched her years and years ago, and her story is awesome.
Yeah.
Because she was originally a news anchor, which, like, fun fact, we went to journalism school, if you don't know that about us, and like
We interned at a news station.
yes, wanted to like work in the news, like be a news anchor, be like real journalist. That was our goal our whole lives. And Emily was that, and then she transitioned to YouTube because
But
she has like that broadcast voice.
She totally does, and it's the best.
And she like talked about and I mean, she's also been on YouTube for like probably as long as Jaclyn, like a really long time.
Not longer than Jaclyn even.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. Well,
like
she,
as long as Tati.
yeah, well, she talked about how she basically like she would put on like a full face of makeup for doing the news, like her broadcast
At like 4 a.m.
Yeah, and she obviously got really good at makeup, and so she would like film these videos of her like putting on her makeup and teaching you things, and she's so good at makeup. Like, again,
She
a
really
really
is.
good teacher though. I
Yeah.
feel like she is also really good. She does a lot of get ready with me's, trying new products, and she really talks about what she's doing. Especially if you have like hooded eyes, she does eyeshadow really well.
Yeah, but she doesn't even do it to like, she doesn't call them tutorials. She'll just
No,
like,
yeah.
get ready, but she's like, yeah, so good at telling you like what she's doing or any sort of tips and tricks, and she'll like literally talk through. This is like what I love about her. So she like talks through and describes the products like so honestly.
She's like putting
describes
them on the most in depth out of anyone I watch.
Yeah,
I
but-
think like while she's talking about it, she talks about the texture, about how it looks on the skin, about how it wears, as she's like putting it on, like Carly said, which like is really hard. It's really hard to like focus your thoughts when you're doing your makeup in such a like concise way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she's so succinct that like it's shocking that she just talks like that naturally.
Yeah.
I feel like obviously we're not succinct right now. We're going through and talking about people and blabbing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how she does it, but it's incredible.
I also don't know how she does YouTube and is a wife and has 3 children, and again, never ever seems stressed or
But
like
I'm sure she is.
yeah,
But she just like.
But I guess at the end of the day, the thing I love most about Emily is her heart. I feel like
too.
she has the biggest heart. She did this video once where I think it was like her morning routine, and she like wakes up, has her coffee, does her gratitude journal. It literally had me in tears, you guys. And I read the comments and everyone was like, why am I crying? I'm like tearing up talking about it. It was so like just like the most peaceful thing I've ever watched, and I was like, how is she like this? Like, I want to emulate that. I want to be like this person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I love you too, because you like get to like experience these people that you wouldn't meet in real life. She lives in Illinois, so fellow Midwestern gal.
Yeah, well, we live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but from the Midwest.
Yes,
And she like gives Midwestern vibes.
Yeah.
She's actually, out of all the YouTubers I watch, I feel like my boyfriend likes her the most. Like, whenever she's on, he's like, oh, is that Emily? Like, she's so sweet. And I'm like, yeah, she's just, it seems like the most kind, hardest human.
I think Kristi's James's favorite.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We'll get to Kristi.
Yeah, but Emily Noel is a class act and a YouTube vet, and you should watch her. Okay, we'll talk about Kristi next, actually, because going backwards from how long we've watched them. We've watched her for a long time. So Raw Beauty Kristi. Again, I feel so connected to everything she's done in her life. I mostly watch her because I just could listen to her talk about anything. Like, she can like tell a story, and she's like funny, but also like a story could be like.
She's such a Capricorn, by the way. Like,
yeah, Capricorn through and through. But yeah, even I don't want to like. She's also kind of succinct in her words. Like she can tell a story, like you said, but she never blabs.
No, she doesn't blab, but it's just like
you get drawn into anything she's talking about. If she's talking about a makeup product and just how much she loves it, that melt stack. She made like a whole video, and I was like, I need to buy this product after she talked about it.
I tried to buy it and it was sold out.
Yeah, because she just got so into it. And then she can like tell a really sad story, and you like will really feel for her and like feel her through the screen. And she can tell a funny story, and you'll like laugh with her. Like I just love listening to her talk, and she's also incredible at makeup. But like I watch her for her and for like just. Like I said, listening to her talk. I could listen to her talk forever, but she also is like so good at makeup and has really good, honest opinions on makeup. And she'll just tell you how it is. The product she loves, which we love because that's how we are. Like when you find something you love, you like want to keep talking about it and keep using it, and she does that.
And like Carly said, she gives like no BS reviews. Like if she doesn't like a product, she will make it known and tell you exactly what she doesn't like about it.
Yeah, and she will be like, yeah, maybe this works for you, but like I didn't like it. And I respect that, love that. She's the best.
Okay, next up is Allana Davison. We've been following her for a while, and out of everyone on this list, she, I feel like, is someone we also follow for style, because she's kind of like a style influencer and beauty. Yeah. And we just love and agree with everything she likes.
Yeah, I like, out of everyone, like Britta said, on our list, we see, like, we have the same exact taste in makeup and style. I mean, not exact, but like 90% of the things that she talks about, like, we love too. Or like we'll buy it and we'll love it too. A lot of her clothes are very expensive. Yeah. But looking at them, I'm like, oh, that's like my dream wardrobe. Like she has impeccable taste.
She has really impeccable taste.
I would like hope she launches a like clothing line one day.
Also another thing I like about Allana, she does a lot of ads, but she really integrates them seamlessly into her videos. Like she usually puts them in a vlog, and it'll just be like a portion of the video, and you like believe that she loves those products.
I was gonna say, I think that her and her like her fiance, they work so hard on her video quality. Like you can just tell that like they think through all of her videos so much. Like they're probably like the most thoughtful videos I watch on YouTube.
Yeah, like she does Everyday May and Vlogmas. So she does like a video, you know, not everyone does Vlogmas, but a lot of people do it for December 1st through the 25th, a video every day, and then she does Everyday May. And it's not, like the videos are also thought out, like I feel like, I don't know how they come up with these ideas.
Me either, but like, yeah, it's not like they just have like throwaway content. Like they literally think through everything, and you can tell that like, like if she isn't in it, like she just won't film a video because she wants it to be like a great video, and it just shows in everything she does. Like she works very hard.
Yeah, and I also like her self-deprecating humor, and like sometimes she'll do a look and it'll like get out of hand. Yeah. And she'll be like, oh, I hate how this looks. But like she'll leave it on because it's just makeup. Who cares? Yeah. Like I feel like we like watching people that realize like it's just makeup. It's just for fun. It's not too serious. And you can just be yourself on camera and people will love you.
Yeah, she's definitely like wholeheartedly herself. She's like, I think like a really unique person in like a really great way. And I don't know, I've loved her since day one. Like she's truly someone I never miss any video. I just love all her content. Okay, next up is the Anna edit, and we've been following her for years. She also was someone that I remember reading her blog, and then
I loved her blog,
and then like really diving into her YouTube videos. And we actually met Anna in 2019 when we went to her book signing. She wrote and edited Life, which is kind of like a, what did she describe it as? It's like a, I would say it's like
just
a
like guidebook.
Yeah, like a guidebook, like ways to like organize your life. Yeah. And we followed her whole journey in writing this book, and like I love how she like posted it on her
social media. Very much a lifestyle.
Yeah, very much blogger. Like a true lifestyle, content creator. And when we met her, she was so lovely. Her husband was also there.
Yes, so cute together.
They were so cute and so nice, and just like she lives in the UK, but if she lived here, like I would 100% want to be her friend because she just like. I just felt like we, again, much like Allana, and they are friends, but we have the same exact taste, like in makeup and in clothes. And Anna,
as in like home decor too.
Yeah.
I feel like everything she does she just moved to a new house.
her house.
Yeah, and everything she does, I'm like, oh my god, I love that so much. Like everything she recommends, if I get it too, I always love it. Like I bought
and she was the one that got us turned on to Bon Appetit recipes.
That's so true. I mean, yeah, like through and through, like we are kind of the same person, but just
different countries.
Different countries. But like, yeah, everything she does from just like, yeah, give me that, I'll do that. She does very minimal makeup, which I love.
Very minimal classic pieces that she wears.
Yeah, she's like known for doing her capsule wardrobe, so if that interests you, she has so many videos on that. She does them for like spring, summer, winter, fall. Her clothes are stunning.
She doesn't buy a lot of product, it seems.
No.
Like she buys something, uses it, and she'll use it for a while. So like her yearly favorites make a lot of sense.
Yes, she, and her clothes, she has like nice pieces, but she doesn't buy them frequently either, which is how like, I mean, I wish I could spend more money, but like just in my mind, but that's how I want to be, like be able to like buy something that may be a little more expensive, but then will like get you through a lot of years.
Yeah.
And that's definitely how Anna is. So I just love everything she posts. She's just the best.
Next up is Lauren Elizabeth. We haven't been following Lauren for like super long, but long enough to get a good idea of her content. So she used to live in LA, which, you know, we always like when we follow people that live in LA, because they talk about like restaurants they like, places they go, and it's just a little bit more relatable.
Yeah.
And so we always really loved Lauren's clothes, and I feel like I still feel that way in her, like her home. I think that her makeup choices, I agree with most of them and would be like, oh yeah, that product looks good. But mainly I follow her for her style. She has really good style.
Such good style, and her personality.
Yeah,
like,
she has really
her personality.
Yeah, I feel like she takes like unique pieces and makes them look classic looking, or she takes like trendier pieces and makes them look more like streamlined.
Yeah.
Like I feel like her outfits never look unattainable, even if like that wouldn't look good on me, but I'm like, that looks really good, like I'm interested in that, that brand or that piece.
She also, I feel like when she like feels like it, will choose like comfort over style, and I appreciate that. And she'll like post it. She'll be like in a comfy outfit and be like, oh, I've been like living in this, instead of like always trying to look like super polished.
Yeah, she's very true to herself.
Yeah, and real, and like puts out like really good content where like she's one of those that you really feel like you know her, like through her content.
We really love her vlogs.
Yes, and she has an amazing podcast that we listen to. She has merch for her podcast, which is even so tastefully done.
Yes,
like out of any,
she has really great
any
taste.
merch I've ever seen. Like she has such good taste.
And she's also sober. She's in recovery, which we just really respect.
Like for anyone that can do that. Yeah, because we know that it's really hard to get to that place, and so I just feel like I have a lot of respect for her overall. Definitely. I have so much respect for her. She's really vulnerable online and really brave, and
talks a lot about mental health.
Yeah, she's awesome. We love Lauren. Okay, next up is Dr. Dray. She's a board-certified dermatologist. She lives in Texas, and she's the only dermatologist we watch on YouTube because it's so helpful to have that perspective when you're looking for new skincare products. She doesn't wear makeup, so she just talks about skincare and mascaras. She doesn't wear mascara. Like mainly I look to her for like her sunscreen reviews because she reviews so many of them. Basically, if there's a skincare product you've ever wondered about, go to her channel and search it because she does so many videos. And I think my favorite videos she does are her Target shop with me's.
Me too.
Target and Walmart. She'll go into the store and like pick up things that she hasn't seen before, like read the ingredient list, tell you if it's good or bad, if you should avoid it or not. She also, like obviously as most dermatologists, if not all, do not recommend fragrance in your skincare products because it can be sensitizing over time, and we feel that way too. And I feel like I'm always on the same page as her. So like for instance, I needed a new cleanser, so I watched her best cleansers of 2021 for dry skin video and picked out a new cleanser. I ended up really liking it, and so I just feel like I really trust her because she's a dermatologist, but I also like trust her taste because I feel like she'll try products that are like quote unquote good for you, for your skin, but if she doesn't like it, she's not going to say like, oh, this has good ingredients, so you should use it. She'll talk about the performance as well. But she literally, out of everyone, just tells it like it is.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
She gets to the point.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like brutal reviews, but I love it.
And then brands like really come for her. Well, not come for her, but she gets taken off PR lists.
Yeah, and she'll just like tell you about that, and it's so refreshing.
Yeah.
And she's so honest. She's just so honest about everything. She'll be like, this is expensive perfume for your face. Like, don't buy that. Or like,
or she'll like buy a more like high-end product at Sephora and try it and review it because people asked her to, but she'll be like, this was really good and it is a good product, but you can also get like this at the drugstore that I think is just as good. So she doesn't like bash an expensive product just for it being expensive, but she'll like give you an option that she feels like is equivalent if you don't want to spend the extra money.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's just really honest, and it's like so good.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Caitlin B, and I like to think she's like our internet friend.
Yeah.
I mean,
a fellow Aquarius.
A fellow Aquarius.
She's from Minnesota, we're from Wisconsin.
Yes,
she lives in LA.
We actually have a lot of things in common. We've never actually met her in person, but they're just like DMing and just watching her content. I feel like we, again, could be friends because we have a lot in common. But Caitlin, we've been following on YouTube for years, and then more recently just like loving her Instagram content. But she started on YouTube a long time ago as well. She's been on the platform for a really long time, and I love her now for like her book reviews.
Yes.
Now that I'm a reader. She has such good taste in books. She actually has TikTok, and I know we're talking about YouTube, but if you love to read, she does so many book reviews on TikTok. And I know she has a book club through her Patreon. Yeah, so I think that's like something different than a lot of the other people we follow, is like she really loves books and talks about them a lot, like makes them a big part of her content. And then I love her clothes.
I love her clothes.
She has such good style, and it is a really good mix between buying like more expensive clothes, but then also like really like affordable clothing. She just does a really good job of, I don't know, curating her closet. Like she has really beautiful pieces.
She really does.
And she like puts together like really effortless outfits,
but some of her stuff is still affordable too. It's not like all high end.
Yeah, and she started vlogging recently, and I really like her vlogs. I like her vlogs too, and she still does makeup content. I mean, she has really good taste in makeup too. Yeah. I just really love her clothes. Yeah. And like her vlogs, like just like watching her go about her life. And she, like we said, she lives in LA too. So again, we love Caitlin. We've been following her for a long time. Okay, next up is Amanda Z, and I've actually been watching her, I think, for like 4 years now.
Oh, really?
Yes. I started watching her, I don't like quote me on this, but I think she had like 2,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
She had a really small amount, and now she's like really, really, really grown in the past year, and like I can absolutely see why. So I love Amanda, and Alberta watches her too. Yeah. But so we love Amanda because she like reviews so many products, but her reviews are the most like thorough but like quick reviews I feel like on YouTube. Yeah. Like she will talk about a lip product that she'll like buy at Sephora like as soon as it launches, so they're all like really timely. Like if you ever want to know about a launch, I feel like Amanda has a review, but she'll like put it on with like a really like close up like macro shot so you can see how it's applying. She'll like show you at the end of the day like how it looks, again like close up, and she'll like be really descriptive in how it feels, how it wore, like how she feels about the color assortment, like if she feels like it's worth it. Again, like very honest in her reviews. She always like tells you if she regrets a purchase or if she found something better that's really similar but like, oh, I like this a little bit more. So I go to her for so many things, and I bought so many things from her recommendations and ended up loving them. So we have very, very similar taste in makeup. I think the only thing I've ever...
The NARS bronzer.
Yeah, the only thing I've disagreed with her on is the NARS bronzing cream, because that's like my #1 cream bronzer, and she didn't really love it. But besides that, like, she talked about the Milk makeup stick, like when we were really loving it. She talked about the Fenty bronzer stick that I had purchased per her recommendation, really loved it. The Synchro Skin Foundation, like so many things I bought because of her and really love. I like her videos, her take on dupes, where instead of giving a dupe, she'll basically compare a high-end version and then a drugstore version, or affordable, not necessarily drugstore, of like the same product. Let's say like a glitter eyeshadow topper that like they look really similar, the colors are similar, and she'll like swatch them both on camera, explain the texture, explain the product, and then she'll tell you if she would save her money and get the like cheaper alternative or splurge. Maybe it's save or splurge, I forget what she calls it, on the like more high-end product. And I think that's so helpful because she'll be like, you know, that the high-end one's fine, but I think that the quality's just as good in this one, get that. Or she'll be like, you know, this more cost-effective alternative is okay, but I really prefer the performance of the high-end, so I think you would get your money's worth if you. And I think that's just like so smart to explain things that way instead of just giving, which I love any dupes video, by the way. I love them all, but I just think this is like a really unique take on it. Yeah, and the other thing, just one more thing with her, she demos literally everything she talks about. Like every single product, even if it's like a monthly faves that has, I don't even know if she does monthly faves technically. I think she does them more like every few months, but she will like swatch and use everything on camera. Like she'll insert a clip so you can see it like super close up. If it's an eyeshadow, a mascara, a foundation. Like I don't even know how she has like the time. Yeah. Or like I just respect her so much because I don't know anyone else that does that. Yeah. Like every single product. And we've talked about this before. We're like, oh, we have to like get better at that because Amanda does that and it's so helpful. And I'm sure that everyone on YouTube loves her for it because it is just top tier content. Okay, next up is the financial diet, specifically Chelsea of the financial diet. I've been watching them on YouTube for years and years, like at least 6 years, I would say, when they had like maybe 100,000 subscribers, and I think now they're approaching 1 million, and for good reason. I really love like financial content. It's not for everyone. Obviously, you guys watch us for beauty, so you probably could care less. But we wanted to include it because this is an account we've watched for so long, and I feel like it's easily digestible. Yes, the thing I love about Chelsea and the financial diet, well, they also started as a blog, and they had like freelance writers writing articles on finance topics, how to manage your money, etc. And then they started the YouTube channel, and I feel like the video topics, their videos, first of all, are like never super long, so they're like really easy to like watch a few if you're just interested in like one specific topic. If you search their channel for any specific topic under the world of finance, I feel like you could find a video on it. And I also just really love Chelsea. I love her personality. You should follow her on Twitter actually because she's like the best on Twitter. She has the best personality. Talk about home decor style. Her home decor style is like eclectic, but like chic eclectic, I would say. She's like a chic Nancy Meyers. Yeah, it's like a chic Nancy Meyers. Yeah. She is, the way she dresses Nancy Meyers movies. You get it. She lives in New York City, and she actually came, like she didn't finish college, and she talks about this a lot on the channel. She didn't finish college, and she got into a lot of debt like in her early 20s, which is why she like had to learn these things and like how not to be in that place again. And that's a reason I think I like trust her a lot, is because she did struggle financially and then like, you know, learned or unlearned those like habits, I guess. And now is like obviously really good at managing her money and telling others how to manage theirs. And I feel she does it in a way that's not like, go cold turkey, don't eat out ever again. Yeah. It's like not like that. That's not how she is. No, she like actually does like indulge still, but she like even goes through like what salary she pays herself and like what she spends it on, and you can like just tell that she like doesn't deprive herself, but she also doesn't like overspend in any category. Like she's the type of person, like she's not into fast fashion. Like she'll buy a piece and make it last years and years, like a more expensive piece. I feel like she like buys a lot of like vintage furniture, like that type. She basically just doesn't buy like frivolous things ever. Yeah, and she'll talk about it. Yeah. In an easy way to be like, oh yeah, like if I cut back, and she basically spends her money very similar to how we do. And I feel like I've learned so much from her. Yes. And I just like, again, love her personality. I love her channel. And I feel like a lot of times people are looking for like financial resources and like guidance, don't really know where to start, and I feel like their channel is a really good place to start. Okay, the last two are people we definitely consider internet friends. Hope to meet them in person someday. And they are definitely like, we haven't been following them for years and years, but love them both so much. So first is State of Kait, and how do we find her? I'm like trying to remember. I don't remember either. I think through Devin? No, I think that I was trying to find, I think it was maybe Phytosurgeons. Some review she did. I was trying to find like some swatches, or like Phytosurgeons had like tagged her on Instagram. I can't even remember. It wasn't even like, I can't remember, but we found her through either a brand or potentially another influencer. And immediately was like, oh my gosh, this girl has such good content, and she's so thorough in every like
content she makes and like every review she does.
Yeah.
And I constantly, you guys know we work in the beauty industry, and I constantly think like, oh my god, she would be so good at product development.
She'd be so good at it.
If you're watching this, Kait, you would be so good at product development.
You can come work for our company.
Yeah, not sure if it interests you, but she is just like, she'll review a makeup product, and she also like, she's such a consumer, and I love it because like we've talked about, it's kind of hard for us to spend a ton of money on makeup, especially since we work in this industry. I don't know if it like flips you backwards, but you just like, you know, it's like your work then.
Well, we are just like self-proclaimed frugal. We are frugal.
Yes, we're also very, very, very frugal.
Yeah.
So I love that Kait will like, she's so passionate about makeup, and it just shows in everything she does, but she'll like go out and buy like multiple shades of a product if she wants to like do a video on this product and like show you actual swatches. And or I feel like if she's curious about a new launch, like go into Sephora right away and like swatch it and play with the makeup because she's excited about it. Like she really loves cosmetics. She loves makeup, and she, again, and I feel like this is the common thread through everyone, will like give you honest feedback and like tell you where to spend your money. And obviously everyone has different opinions, but she like really lays it out so easy to like, oh, this is what I didn't like about this product. So obviously in your head, if you're like, oh, I don't like those things either, then I'm not gonna buy that product. And she's another one, like much like Amanda, where I purchased things that she's recommended and just like loved everything.
Yeah.
She has really good taste in cosmetics. And like we said, she tries so many things. So she has a really good like memory bank. Like comparing things.
Well, I feel like she also made me realize like you don't always have to do the trendy thing. Like the way she talks about cream blushes are like huge right now. And I know Carly's always been into creams, and I could like not get into them. And there are some cream formulas, the ones I've talked about on our channel, that I do actually really like, more like that cream to powder finish. But she would say like, creams don't look good on me. They don't look good on my skin. I really like more of like a creamy like gel formula, or like the Bare Minerals like Blurred Buff blush that I like, that's more of like a putty almost. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have to like force myself to use creams if I don't like how they look. Like I'm gonna use the ones I like, of course, but I'm not gonna like seek them out because they're not like my preferred blush.
Yeah, and so I feel like she made me realize that, and I feel like she just like does things on her own terms, and again, like it's just so honest. Yeah, like even if she'll like buy something per recommendation of another influencer and she doesn't like it, she'll just be like, oh, you know, like she's always like so happy to have purchased the product and tried it. I just really respect her and her passion. I feel like she's just like, again, so passionate about cosmetics. I feel like she belongs in product development because she also
seems really good at her job. So
yeah, she does. Yeah, she seems very good at what she actually does. But she also is so good with color and describing color, which I feel like, again, working in the industry, you meet a lot of people that aren't, and it is like such a key element to developing cosmetics, and a lot of people just don't have that skill, and she is so good at like seeing like 15% yellow in a product. Like she's just so good at those like nuanced colors, and has really good like thoughts on like colors that brands should launch that she'll like describe. And she also is really active on Instagram. Like she posts on YouTube, but she'll, like Britta said, like go into Sephora and like swatch new products.
She'll do her makeup like on Instagram,
her Instagram stories. So if you want to follow her Instagram too, that would be a great place to just get like new release info, great reviews, great content all around. Okay, and last up is Devin, Dev's Day on Instagram. She's not on YouTube. We hope she joins the YouTube world someday, but she's another one of our like internet friends that we hope to meet in real life, like Carly said. And she is, oh, and we're all Aquariuses.
Yes.
Which is so funny. I feel like everyone that we've been like, oh, we're like so much like them, like we would be friends, is an Aquarius.
Yeah.
But, you know, all signs are great. I don't want to like get into that right now.
We don't discriminate.
Yeah. Anyway, so Devin, I feel like, I mean, the thing that well, she's an esthetician, so like her skincare recommendations, I just like take wholeheartedly. I feel like I trust her. Like I was looking for a new vitamin C serum once, and I asked her like if she, like what she recommended, and she really likes the Summer Friday CC Me serum, and we've since tried that, and I do really like that product. Like anything that she recommends, I just know that it'll work for me, you know?
Yes,
even though it's like skincare, and I know that it's not one size fits all at all, even a little bit. Like during the Sephora sale, I was like, oh, I'm looking for something that like help my, like messaging her, looking for something to help my skin barrier, like what do you recommend? And then like I asked if the Victoria Beckham
bronzer was worth it in her opinion, because that's another thing. She also will tell you, much like Kait and like a lot of people we follow, like if something is actually worth the money. And she was like, it's 100% worth it. It's my favorite like powder bronzer. And then she's like, I'm so nervous you weren't gonna like it because it is so expensive and I loved it. So I feel like, again, we have really similar tastes. But yeah, her skin, like following her for skincare, so good. But she also is so good at makeup. She is, but I feel like her skincare graphics that she puts on her Instagram too, like they're super helpful, where she like will break down an ingredient, or I don't know, she just like breaks things down again in a really digestible way that like maybe only an esthetician would know, and she kind of like wants to share her like wealth of knowledge with her audience, which is much appreciated because it takes time to do those things. And even though she's not on YouTube, she's very active on Instagram, like in terms of like posting stories and like YouTube, or not YouTube, and what is it called? Instagram TV. What is it called? IGTV. IGTV. Yeah, we actually couldn't figure it out. We couldn't figure it out, and she helped us upload it. But she's, her IGTVs are really good and in-depth. Yeah, so they're basically like mini YouTube videos, so just go over there and check her out. And she also reviews a lot of products, so that's another thing. Like I feel like she also reviews a lot of new products, and she reviews them like quickly, like she turns around. But she also is someone who, because she has like that, she is an esthetician, like she knows that it takes time to see a difference. Not quickly and like too quick. But I'm saying she'll actually be like, oh, I'm like, she'll remind like her followers like, oh, I'm still testing this product, like I want to test it for a month before like giving my thoughts. Like she like actually thoughtfully tests things. And but I like that she'll try a product and be like, these are my first impressions, but like I'll circle back once I've like tried it longer. Because it's good to know, like if a new product comes out and you're thinking of buying it, you want to know someone's first impressions at least. Like, oh, is this formula like sticky and gross? Yeah, definitely. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. This is so much longer than we thought it was going to be, so we'll leave timestamps for everyone down below. Sorry it was so long and we've rambled a lot, but you did request this video and we watch a lot of YouTube. So again, thank you if you made it all the way through. You are amazing. A rock star. A rock star, a true rock star, and we'll see you in the next video.